The ocean is scary. It's 1,000 meters deep, most of it is undiscovered, and there are scary animals, like this fellow over here. But arguably, the scariest thing about the ocean is how much it's affected by climate change. Think about it. By 2030, if we don't do anything about it, this could all be irreversible. So that's my lifetime, probably my parents' lifetime, and then my kids are going to need to deal with the environmentally doomed planet. That's scary. This is a public service announcement telling you that these weird-looking fish aren't that scary, but climate change is. Today, I'll be telling you a total of 6 facts. 3 about the creepy animals that live under our waters, and another 3 about the scarier things in life, climate change. Let's get started. Let's meet our first underwater fear-inducing marine animal, the goblin shark. Also known as the Mitsucarina ostoni, the goblin shark can be easily identified with its long snout and protruding mouth. With its huge mouth, it's able to engulf fish in one bite, kind of like how you see right over here. But guess what? Goblin sharks aren't harmful to humans, so they won't use that mouth to bite you. But what that mouth can do is gobble up water pollutants and plastic. According to our friends over at National Geographic, chemicals and trash are 2 of the most common types of marine pollution. Chemicals from agricultural runoff and trash from landfills, littering, you name it. Right now, plastic pollution is at an all-time high. And I know some of you guys may be thinking, plastic stays at the top. It's not going to go in the bottom. Well, I'm here to tell you that you're wrong. You're very wrong. Plastic waste, especially microplastics, are able to sink to the bottom of the ocean. As you can see in this image right over here. You can see plastic bags drifting at the bottom, latching itself onto coral, plants, animals, you name it. And when this plastic reaches the deep oceans, it can be engulfed and eaten by a variety of different animals, like our friend, the goblinfish. And I'm not a super scientist, but I think I'm smart enough to know that eating plastic isn't good for your digestive system, nervous system, all the systems in your body. So all of this plastic that's going to the bottom is not a good thing. Moving to our next deep sea monster is the anglerfish. You see them right over here? Yeah, the anglerfish. So this deep sea creature literally lures in their prey with a little light that hangs over their head. And when a prey approaches, it snaps its jaws around it. And voila, this anglerfish has caught its meal. Maybe it's the way they catch their prey that's so scary, but look at it. Look at them. Look at those teeth. Look at those chompers. It'll probably hurt if they try to bite us. Except they might not bite us. They're really small. See, they're like a foot big. And they're also kind of endangered, so the likeness of us trying to find them is probably low. They're probably endangered because of those rising global temperatures in the oceans. Let's talk about that. Honestly, it's getting a little hot over here, and that's probably because of the rising greenhouse gas emissions in our atmosphere. And because of that, the oceans are starting to absorb way more heat than it's usually used to. And guess what? As the atmosphere and the waters are getting hotter and hotter, we are still continuing to do little about it. This can lead us to some disastrous events, such as floods due to rising sea levels. And hey, we're only 2 degrees Celsius away from that, so we better get on fixing it. It's scary. Alright, so our next deep sea horror is the vampire squid. So its scientific name is Vampirteuthis inferalis, which roughly translates to vampire squid from hell. And I don't think I'm going to be qualified anyway to tell you that that is literally the worst name you can give any deep sea animal. Like, imagine you're swimming and then you see that, which you probably won't because they're deep sea creatures and it's a little dark over there. So yeah, good luck with that. One last thing, look at this video. Look at it. Not fun to look at, but do you know what is fun to look at? Coral reefs, except they're not doing too hot right now. As the planet's temperature rises, more carbon dioxide is introduced into our oceans, which reduces the pH levels. This is called ocean acidification, and it makes coral reefs look like this. And it's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. Alright, then now look at them right next to each other. The other one looks ugly, right? Now, here's a fear factor. These photos are of the Great Barrier Reef. Nearly 300,000 years old, destroyed beyond recognition because of what humans did to the environment in the past century. This is happening all over the world in hundreds of different ecosystems in our ocean. It might not be scary to you, but it's scary to me. And it's going to be scary to the generations to come when it's virtually irreversible. The bottom line is, change needs to happen. And I cannot stress that enough. We need to hold these corporations accountable for the waste they dump into our oceans. We need to limit overfishing. We need to reduce the greenhouse gas emissions globally. It's hard, it's scary, yes, it's scary, but it needs to happen. Maybe these sea creatures aren't that scary. If anything, maybe they're a little cute.